New Zealand is a land where adventure meets tranquility, where stunning landscapes are matched by the warmth of its people. But did you know that this island nation has some truly surprising secrets? From its unique wildlife that exists nowhere else on Earth to its quirky customs and hidden gems, New Zealand offers more than meets the eye. Let's dive into the fascinating and lesser-known aspects of this incredible country that might just make you want to pack your bags and explore it for yourself. Number 1. Home to the world's heaviest insect. Were you aware that the world's heaviest insect can be found in New Zealand? Meet the giant weta, an insect so large that it is heavier than a sparrow. The giant weta can grow up to 4 inches long and tip the scales at 2.5 ounces. It is more massive than a sparrow and roughly the same weight as a small bar of soap. And can you imagine, these large bugs are unable to leap or soar. Their large size is due to an intriguing occurrence known as island gigantism. Island gigantism is when species living on islands become significantly larger than their counterparts on the mainland. In New Zealand, the enormous weta demonstrates this phenomenon. Insects on the mainland are significantly smaller than the giant weta in New Zealand due to the country's special environment that allowed for their large size evolution. The large size of the giant weta serves a purpose beyond appearance. It aids them in staying alive in their particular environment. They consume leaves and also prey on other insects, making them very sturdy creatures. Although they are large and intimidating, they are gentle giants and do not pose a threat to humans. The giant weta of New Zealand holds a record and represents how unique environments can result in the evolution of remarkable species. Number 2. More sheep than people. New Zealand is well known for its beautiful scenery, hospitable citizens, and its iconic sheep population. Indeed, the number of sheep here exceeds the number of humans by a large margin. With approximately 5 million individuals and close to 30 million sheep, the ratio comes out to be roughly 6 sheep per person. Sheep farming is not just a unique piece of information, it plays a crucial role in New Zealand's economy. The extensive grasslands in the country are perfect for sheep farming, which plays a vital role in the agricultural sector. It's not solely about the figures. The quality and taste of New Zealand lamb are admired all over the globe. Farmers in this area have honed their skills to make sure that New Zealand lamb is exceptional in global markets. Indeed, the nation is among the top global lamb exporters. This increased need has been a factor in boosting the economy, sustaining numerous employment opportunities, and making a substantial impact on the country's prosperity. Number 3. First country to give women the right to vote. Were you aware that New Zealand created history more than 100 years ago? It was the initial nation to grant women the privilege to vote globally. In 1893, New Zealand made a significant advancement towards gender equality. During an era where numerous countries, such as the US and UK, refused to grant women suffrage, New Zealand stood out by making a courageous choice. This landmark achievement was the result of dedicated advocacy from suffragists such as Kate Sheppard, whose relentless work played a crucial role in this significant progress. Kate Sheppard's movement was not just focused on suffrage, it aimed to create a society where women were seen as equal to men. She managed to collect more than 30,000 signatures for a petition, which was a remarkable achievement and demonstrated a substantial portion of the population in New Zealand back then. This petition, presented to the New Zealand Parliament, played a vital role in obtaining women's suffrage. Why did New Zealand lead other democratic countries? It was a mix of a forward-thinking attitude and an increasing acknowledgement of women's impact on society. New Zealanders were advanced in recognizing that authentic democracy involves involving all individuals in the decision-making process. Number 4. High car ownership rate. Are you aware that New Zealand has one of the highest rates of car ownership globally? In a nation with only 4 million inhabitants, approximately 2 million vehicles are being driven. There is over 1 car for every 2 people. So, what is the reason for the high rate of car ownership in New Zealand? Let's analyze it step by step. To begin with, in New Zealand, the breathtaking scenery and the sparse population make owning a car nearly necessary. Driving a car allows you the flexibility to discover and appreciate the stunning landscapes of forests, coastlines, and mountains at your leisure. Yet another factor is the nation's robust love for automobiles. New Zealanders have a strong affinity for their cars, which is evident in the number of vehicles they own. Having a vehicle is essential for numerous New Zealanders, whether it's for daily drives, or exploring the South Island. Furthermore, public transportation choices may be restricted in rural regions. Therefore, having a car is essential for transportation, particularly if you reside in rural areas such as Auckland or Wellington. Number 5. Birthplace of commercial bungee jumping. In 1988, Queenstown, New Zealand, hosted the initial commercial bungee jump. Queenstown, commonly known as the adventure capital of the world, was an ideal spot for this exciting jump. Picture this: a fearless group of trailblazers chose to transform a classic, exciting leap into a business endeavor, giving birth to bungee jumping. So what initiated all of this? A daring venture undertaken by a pair of thrill-seekers, one of whom is A.J. Hackett, is widely recognized for introducing bungee jumping to the general population. He and his team established a platform over the impressive Kawarau River, and the rest is now part of the past. The initial jump wasn't simply a jump from a bridge, it was a jump into fame. The idea became popular fast, drawing adventure seekers worldwide who were excited to feel the exhilarating rush of falling freely from high altitudes. Number 6. Alarming suicide rates. Among developed nations, the country's youth suicide rates are one of the highest. Initially, understanding the scale is crucial. Data shows that young individuals in New Zealand are at a much higher risk of suicide compared to their counterparts in various affluent countries. This is an urgent problem that impacts families and communities nationwide. Why is this occurring? There are many factors that add to this issue. Primarily, the youth in New Zealand encounter pressures from multiple sources, such as academic demands, social media, and the general difficulties of adolescence. These stresses may seem too much at times, especially when lacking sufficient support. The positive update is that New Zealand is not turning a blind eye to this crisis. Efforts are being made by the government and different organizations to tackle the issue. Efforts have been started to enhance mental health care services and offer improved assistance for youth. School programs prioritize mental health education, instructing students on methods to handle stress and access support when necessary. Community-driven initiatives are also working towards establishing secure environments for young individuals to discuss their challenges openly and without worrying about being criticized. An instance is the Like Minds Like Mine campaign, targeting to decrease the stigma surrounding mental health and promote help-seeking behavior. This initiative has played a key role in increasing awareness and offering support for those who require assistance. Number 7. Geothermal Wonderland. The geothermal activity in New Zealand is not a coincidence. Located on the Pacific Ring of Fire, a region known for volcanic and tectonic activity, the country buzzes with natural heat and energy. Let's explore the unique qualities that make this geothermal paradise so exceptional. For example, consider Rotorua. This area is among the most sizzling geothermal locations globally. In this place, there are bubbling mud pools, steaming geysers, and sizzling hot springs. Geysers, such as Pohutu and Te Puia, erupt every hour, spouting water high into the air, putting on a stunning show that draws tourists from around the world. New Zealand not only admires its geothermal characteristics, but also utilizes them. The nation decreases its dependence on fossil fuels by utilizing geothermal energy as a sustainable source. Geothermal power stations, such as those in close proximity to Wairakei, produce eco-friendly electricity by harnessing the Earth's inherent heat. This sustainable energy plays a crucial part in New Zealand's dedication to a more environmentally friendly future. Number 8. The Waitomo glowworm caves are magical. Imagine this: you step into the caverns, and as your vision adapts to the lack of light, you are met with a captivating view. The cave is illuminated by innumerable small glowworms, creating a twinkling effect similar to a starry sky. It is not an ordinary light display. It is a natural spectacle in the sky. What precisely are these glowworms? They are actually the young form of a distinctive insect that is exclusively found in New Zealand. These small beings dangle from the tops of caves, giving off a gentle, bioluminescent light. This brightness serves a purpose beyond aesthetics. It's how they lure small insects to their adhesive silk strands. It's similar to creating a makeshift trap within their own living space. Embarking on a guided tour by boat through the Waitomo glowworm caves is a memorable adventure. While moving quietly in the water, all you can hear is the soft sound of dripping water and the mesmerizing shimmer from the sky. It feels as though you are drifting through a surreal environment filled with stars that are alive and radiant beings. Number 9. The Lord of the Rings was filmed in New Zealand. Were you aware that one of the most cherished fantasy movies was shot in a location that resembles a scene from a fairy tale? The filming of The Lord of the Rings took place in New Zealand. The scenery in New Zealand is absolutely stunning. The country's varied landscape includes tall mountains, dense forests, and clear lakes, providing a wide range of scenic environments. Director Peter Jackson selected New Zealand as the filming location for The Lord of the Rings for this reason. For instance, consider the Shire. The scenic green valleys and charming grassy fields inhabited by hobbits were captured on film in the Waikato area, specifically in Matamata. The Hobbiton movie set, kept intact and accessible to the public, lets fans experience what it was like for Frodo and Sam. And we must remember Rivendell as well. The tranquil splendor of Rivendell was recreated in the Fiordland National Park. The breathtaking views and striking cliffs in this region beautifully reflected the magical allure of Elrond's residence. The barren scenery of Tongariro National Park was a fitting counterpart for the dark and desolate land of Mordor. The harsh volcanic landscape in this place established an unearthly ambiance that perfectly represented the desolation of Sauron's domain. Shooting in New Zealand not only depicted Tolkien's world realistically, but also displayed the natural beauty of the country to a global audience. New Zealand's diverse environments and stunning landscapes gave the films a feeling of authenticity and wonder, making it a character in itself. Number 10. New Zealand has very clean water and air. Were you aware that New Zealand is known for its exceptionally pure water and air? One of the numerous astonishing truths about this remarkable nation. Everywhere you look in New Zealand, you can see their dedication to protecting their natural beauty. Despite having a low population density, the country is able to preserve untouched environments that are not affected by the widespread pollution found in other regions of the world. Stringent environmental regulations are essential in achieving this goal, maintaining optimal air and water quality. The transparency of New Zealand's waterways is truly impressive. The lakes, rivers, and streams all over the nation are extremely clean, making them ideal for swimming, fishing, and other leisure activities. For example, the Waikato River, running through the center of New Zealand, is not just a beautiful sight, but also a great illustration of the nation's strict water quality regulations. Furthermore, New Zealand's commitment to conservation is seen in its extensive system of protected areas. Approximately 30% of the nation's territory is set aside as national parks, nature reserves, and other protected areas for conservation. These areas contain a variety of ecosystems and native animals, making them perfect for ecotourism and scientific studies. Fiordland National Park and Abel Tasman National Park exemplify New Zealand's dedication to conserving its natural legacy. Number 11. New Zealand has no snakes. Have you ever questioned why New Zealand is one of the rare locations on the planet that does not have snakes? Everything boils down to the intriguing geological history of the country. Approximately 90 million years in the past, New Zealand separated from the ancient supercontinent Gondwana. This separation resulted in the unique evolution of New Zealand's plant and animal species compared to the rest of the planet. Consequently, New Zealand became a sanctuary for distinctive species. However, it completely lacks snakes. Indeed, in New Zealand there are no indigenous land snakes. Although there are some marine snakes and sea snakes in New Zealand's coastal waters, they are seldom observed close to the shore and are not indigenous to the region. Why are there no snakes? It is probable that snakes never reach the isolated islands. Due to its cold climate and remote position, New Zealand's ecosystems developed without the presence of these crawling reptiles. Number 12. New Zealand's New Year's celebrations are summer, but there are Santa Claus parades. Ever wondered how New Zealand rings in the new year? While most of us imagine snow and winter chills, Kiwis celebrate in the middle of summer. That's right. New Zealand's New Year's Eve is all about sunshine, barbecues, and beach parties. With warm weather and long daylight hours, you'll find festive fireworks, lively outdoor concerts, and bustling street parties lighting up the night. But here's the twist. Despite the sunny weather, New Zealand still embraces some classic winter holiday traditions. Yes, you heard it right, Santa Claus parades. Even though it's summer down there, cities like Auckland and Wellington host these magical parades. Picture festive floats, cheerful marching bands, and Santa himself waving to the crowds, spreading holiday cheer in the sunshine. So, Whether you're celebrating in snow or sun, it's clear. New Zealand knows how to blend summer vibes with festive spirit. If you enjoyed this peek into Kiwi celebrations, hit that subscribe button for more surprising facts from around the world.